Welcome to Sylvan Emporium. You voted, you asked for it, you wanted it. Here it is. Imodane the Pyrohammer. Our Deck Tech of Ian's Imodane the Pyrohammer, deck. So what Imodane does is whenever an instant or sorcery spell you control that targets a single creature deals damage to that creature, Imodane deals that much damage to each opponent. So yes, this deck is burn. It's burn central. So as we always start our videos, we start with the suite of lands. We start with 33 basic mountains, and that's it. We do have one modal card in here, but other than that, that's all the lands. Just mountains. The next main backbone piece of this deck is the removal, and along with the removal, we have 33 pieces of removal. We'll go through that real quick with Vandal Blast for artifacts, obviously. Frantic Firebolt. Blitz of the Thunder Raptor. These are instants that do or can do sizable damage. So Seismic Strike. Then we get into the sorceries that do the sizable damage with Hell to Pay. Shivan Meteor. Burn from Within. Spitting Earth. And Into the Maw of Hell. Those are big damage spells. Those can do upwards of X to 13 damage to any one target. So that's very important to be able to have those big spells. But in the theme of the deck is single target removal. So we have our sorceries and instants. So our sorceries, we're going to start with those. We have Chain Lightning, as I just showed you. Roast. Meteor Swarm. Soul Seer. Lava Coil. Mizium Mortars, which can do over more than just the one creature if you need to overload it, but we're only really looking at one creature on this. Scorching Shot. A Cathartic Pyre. Strangle. Orbital Plunge. Flame Slash. And Suplex, which we can do artifact or creature. And then Spite of Mogus, which is our final sorcery, which deals damage equal to the number of instant sorceries, and we scry one. That probably should have been up to big damage that we had earlier, but I missed it. Then we have our suite of instants for the direct damage. So we have Fire Prophecy, which can give us some card draw if we have something sitting in our hand that we can't play or don't need at the time. A Braid, which is damage to target creature or destroy an artifact. Volcanic Spite. VV's Thunder Magic or a good old Lightning Bolt. Electro Dominance, another X spell, but didn't include it in the big damage one. Demon Bolt. Lightning Axe. Fiery Annihilation. Smite the Deathless. Thunder Magic. And finally, Mind Collapse. So those are our 33 pieces of removal that are in this deck. Mainly creature removal. Which just build up off of Imodane's ability to burn each opponent when you do the damage to creatures. So our one tutor in the deck, we have a Gamble. Our stacks piece in the deck, we have a Blood Moon. We're just running mountains, so let's just make everybody else have mountains too. Our token generator of the deck is Rite of the Dragon Caller. So every time we cast an instant sorcery, we get a 5/5 dragon. Then we get into the burn section of the deck. So this is our damage enhancements or our additional playoffs. So Torgolf, God of Fury. Excess damage dealt is dealt to another target. Chandra's Incinerator, similar to Torgolf. I'll get it right at some point after the video, undoubtedly. We have Torbrand, which can increase your red damage by 2. Repercussion, so whenever those creatures are dealt damage, they do that much damage to their creature's controller. Fire Servant, So it doubles our red instant and sorcery damage dealt. Sulfin, which damages all non-combat damage, or doubles all non-combat damage. And then we have City on Fire, which triples, and Fiery Emancipation, which triples as well. So with that, that stacks in with Imodane. So if you, say, do Mind Collapse against a creature, it does 5 damage to that creature. And we have Sulfim out. So instead of doing 5 damage to that creature, it would do 10 damage to that creature. Well, Imodane would see that, and then he would do 20 damage to each opponent, because it would also double that non-combat damage. So it's very disgusting and very quick to get that. Essentially, if you're running creatures, and if they don't have hexproof or some interaction to stop you from burning or destroying that creature, it gets to be game over pretty quick. So our suite of draw spells, not too many, but we have Throw a Possibility, Big Score, Faithless Looting, and Demand Answers. In our ramp, we have Neheb the Eternal, Storm-Killed Artist. It's kind of ramp and burn with Electro. Jessica's Will. Koth, Fire of Resistance is in there because we can fetch out mountains. Giant Ballard, well, she can give us mana for our instants and sorceries. Ruby Medallion to reduce those instant and sorceries. Same with Fire Crystal. And the good old Soul Rain. And then finally, no, not finally, but we have our Recursion. 2 pieces of Recursion in the deck. We have Invoke Calamity and Pinnacle Monk, which is our modal land. So if we need an extra land at the time, we can always make him our land. And finally, we have our suite of protection. So we have Brash Taunter, Chaos Warp, and then we really think about protecting Imodane in ways and shapes. So Mithril Coat, Dark Steel Plate, and of course Lightning Greaves to make Imodane non-targetable or destructible. Imodane with Basilisk Collar gains you a lot of life. And finally, this was an addition my son made, was Spider Punk. This way his spells and abilities can't be countered, and that damage can't be prevented. So that's Imodane. So hope you liked our spin on it. It's not really that unique of a spin, but it's his bracket 4 in the play group that we play with our metas. It did really well against them. So that's what he wanted. He was like, Dad, make me a deck that can stand up to our Friday Night Magic group, because I'm tired of just being picked on. And so here we are with Imodane the Pyrohammer. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget, like, subscribe, share, follow us on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, all under Sylvan Emporium. Links are in the descriptions below. Shout outs to everyone who voted for Imodane. I don't remember everyone. I don't remember their names at all at the moment, but it was a landslide victory for Imodane. So someday we will prove that Bruvac deserves a deck tech, and we'll do that. But until then, this is Sylvan Emporium. I hope you enjoyed the deck, and we'll see you on the next one.